Just into the newsroom, officials have evacuated 2 polling locations in Fulton County, Georgia, after they received bomb threats. The threats were aimed at 5 locations, but police deemed them not credible. The 2 locations that were closed were only closed for about a half an hour, and now the county is seeking a court order to extend the hours at those polling locations past the deadline today. Let's check in now with Fox 13's John Hopperstad, tracking the polls in Georgia. That's one of the big battleground states that we're watching. What are you seeing there, John?
Absolutely is, Bill. 16 electoral votes up for grabs in Georgia. Donald Trump lost Georgia by the narrowest of margins back in 2020. The very last poll, though, shows a slight advantage for Trump, as you can see here. It's still within the margin of error, however. Fulton County, which includes Atlanta, will likely decide the state, and that's where we're seeing some of those bomb threats to polling places this morning. But it's also where we find Marc Teichner speaking to voters in that area this morning.
Voting underway here in the swing state of Georgia. We have 16 crucial electoral votes. This is kind of our first year at being a full-blown battleground state. You might recall that in 2020, kind of a surprise when the state went for Joe Biden. Well, now we have seen an influx of campaign visits from both sides, as well as an awful lot of campaign advertising on the airwaves. They also tried to encourage both campaigns for folks to come out and cast their ballots as quickly as possible and take advantage of the early voting period. And it went like gangbusters. 4 million votes casted early as a result of that effort. More than 50% of the state's registered voters have already cast their ballots before Election Day. So we decided to ask some of the voters who came out today if they've been excited by the fact that we are finally a battleground state.
I wanted it to be over with because I work in Fayetteville, so the traffic has been horrible for the past couple of weeks because of Trump and Kamala coming. It's just been really bad.
I didn't mind the extra attention as long as they get it right.
Also talked to those folks about why they decided to wait. Some of them said they had trouble getting absentee ballots. Others said that this was just a tradition and they made them feel more like they were part of the election process. Whatever way you look at it, voting will continue here in Georgia until 7 o'clock. We're told that the results should be in by the end of the day. So hopefully we'll know at least where our votes, 16 electoral votes, will be heading. Reporting from Atlanta, I'm Marc Teichner, Fox 13 News.